I guess this is where we at.
This is where we going.
Okay. Uh, so let me get on it. My phone. Okay.
I just did a live on my end to see if it worked. Did you get invited to it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So we're live now in the room, and then you are there, and I see you, and it's all cute. I guess we'll use the phone to invite or to answer people's questions. So yes, baby, it's on. What time is it? 4:57. We on time. We early.
That's right.
So let's start. Hey, Melissa.
Hello. It's so nice to see you again. I'm so honored that I actually got to meet you in real life finally a few weeks ago. So that was such a treat.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And then that connection just sealed the deal even more, how we felt with each other online.
Yes, I absolutely believe that. And I honestly don't remember how you and I got connected. I feel like it must have been fate somehow because I don't know how you and I ended up together.
Well, I do remember the story a little bit. I was doing press for IAMYOU, and then you were one of the fortunate people that requested my presence on your podcast. And we had a hilarious time on the podcast. That I remember for sure.
Yes.
And then I just felt like this synergy with you online afterwards. Sometimes you interview with people, and then after the interview is done, you go about your way, you go about your business. And until you kind of come back on their show, you don't really, hear from them again. But for some strange beautiful reason, we stayed connected. We started liking each other's posts. We started supporting each other's endeavors. And then I think that type of sisterhood synergy
Mm-hmm.
allowed us to, hey, I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico. Hey, girl, all right, let's get together. And then that meeting just was like, all right, what are we gonna do? Because now you're at a new phase in your life. I'm in a new phase in my life. We said, let's share our experiences of this next chapter with others, because right now, through all the ups and downs and beautiful roller coasters, we are still, happy for the most part. So how can we share that happiness with other people, starting with our own sisters, women? So the conversation just flowed and flowed and flowed. And now you take it. What came about that conversation? Because you're actually the one who's been doing this now in Puerto Rico. What have
Yes.
you been doing?
So the past year has been really an insane past year for me. I would say a little over a year ago, I decided to uncouple from my ex-husband. We were together for 14 years.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so I was like, well, I've always wanted to be somewhere where it's warm all year round because I'm originally from Rhode Island. And Puerto Rico is just the place to be because it's still a part of the United States, but it's an Caribbean island. And it's like, how can it get any better than that? I had some podcasting friends who live down here, but for an introvert, it really had pushed me beyond my limits to really like reach out to people and not be so shy and insecure. So I've grown so much from being down here by myself and just meeting all these different people and making all these connections. And so in the past year, I've uncoupled from my ex-husband. I moved to another country. I'm living in my own condo now, and I've done some traveling. And this month I'm turning 40. So I'm like, this is the second half of my life and it's gonna be amazing.
Yes, yes. So
And I've never been happier.
okay. So how did women's retreats come into play? Because you're a therapist by trade. You came
Mm-hmm.
to Puerto Rico, you extended your podcast. You're now an artist, if not before you were an artist, but now you're, doing art on another level. Where
Mm-hmm.
did retreats come into
It
place?
came from a lot of my friends who were coming down to visit me were actually having these transformational experiences also. And it was like, if I'm having this and my friends are coming down and having this, then there's got to be something here that really helps people transform and almost give them that space to kind of say like, okay, what is going on? What do I want the future to be? And how do we get through those barriers? And being a therapist and a coach, I've been able to help people get through that. And there's something about being in nature and being with other like-minded individuals that really help that transformation move along. And then being able to still have that connection with the people after they leave the island has been amazing too. And, you know, I've gone from people having big relationship changes to people going home from a retreat making thousands of dollars the next week. So it's almost like this magic is allowed to happen in this island. And I'm the kind of person is like, if I learn something new, I want to share it with the world. Like
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
just who I am. And
yeah.
so that's why I started doing these retreats. And it's just been so beautiful. And I've also found that for me to be a functional human being, I have to do art. It's just a part of who I am. And I have to do it. And it's just, my house is filled with art now.
Okay, so what is this retreat going to entail? So we have decided that 2022, we are
Hmm.
taking hold of it. We are going to put together one of 3 events for 2022. The first one gearing towards women.
Hmm.
Only 11 spots are available. The name of this particular retreat is the next chapter, because
Hmm.
like we started earlier in this conversation, you and I are both going through the next chapter of our lives. So what do we have in store? What have we decided to put together for the next chapter retreat?
So I have found a beautiful, beautiful resort called La Finca Dolce Vita. So
Yes.
it is the Sweet Life Farm. And this place is in Cedra. I'm still working on my Spanish.
Okay.
And it is at the top of this hill. And so each little casita, so you get your own little like villa,
Okay.
with the bed and the bathroom, looks out over the ocean. So, and these glass doors are in the front of the bed. So you just like
Mhm.
look out and you can see the Puerto Rican mountains and the Caribbean
Yes,
Sea.
honey.
It's gorgeous. And then they also rescue animals. So they have goats. I mean, I
Okay.
can't wait until you meet little Lola
Okay.
the goat.
Yes, yes. Um, I I didn't want you to say that because I wanted that to kind of be a surprise for the women. But so tell us what is going to be included in this package. We're putting together a package for 3 nights and 4 days without giving
Yes.
all the information, just something
All
to
the
entice
secrets.
them. Yes, we don't want to give away all the secrets like you just did of the animals, the farm that will be next to. However, what's some of the other features or some of the other, not just the features, but the
Hmm.
benefits of these features that we're going to be introducing and involving our women in?
So I'm going to pick you up from the airport. So nobody has to worry about the whole airport process.
Okay, now.
And the airport is so easy here. Like you've experienced it, right? It's an
Yes.
easy transition. It's a small airport. Pick you up and then we bring you off into the beautiful mountains of Puerto Rico. And it's going to include your food, it's including the lodging. We're going to be doing some yoga. There's an infinity pool, so we're going to be doing some swimming. We're going to be doing some body work, some art, really doing like some deep healing as needed, and figuring out what do we want the future to look like for us, and doing that through a bunch of different activities. And we'll probably learn a few new skills too, because there's just like so much to learn and so much that you can get involved with down here. So it's a huge experience going to be packed into this 3 night 4 day experience, this retreat. Yeah.
Hmm. Are we ready to tell them how much this experience is going to cost them?
Yeah, so we can tell them how
Okay.
much it's going to be to invest in their future, which is a
Amen.
way of looking at it.
Yes.
And I think that it is a great deal because it's going to be $3,500, so
Yes.
3,500, and that pretty much includes everything except for the flight. Now we can't do the flight because if somebody's coming from Australia, we're not going to be able to do that.
So we
So
want to make sure that women know that all these women, the invite is to our network. of women
Yes.
all over the world. So
Hmm.
ladies, when I tell you that this is not just for the few who might be looking on right now, this video, this information session, along with other videos we'll be doing throughout this time period, is going out to both Melissa and I network. My network alone reaches outside of the United States as well as in the United States, as well as Melissa. So you ladies have to get on board and secure your spot, because the first retreat is only for 11 women, because
Hmm.
we are taking over this villa in a sense.
Yes.
We're taking,
Yep.
so we are taking all of their rooms, and so that each woman can have their own room, their own bathroom, and have the opportunity not only to have their own space, but to be able to decompress once they come
Yes.
back from the activities that we will have with them. So Melissa, and the excitement of everything, she talked about the general things that we're going to be doing. But in those general things like horseback riding or going to the waterfalls, it's a matter of cleansing and rebirth, almost not
Hmm.
taking away anything from the past, not taking anything that we might be ending, but incorporating all of those things as a way of rebirth, in a sense
Hmm.
of clarity of what's next for you as a woman entering her mid 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Melissa's entering 40. I'm 3 years from 50, but I just became an empty nester. So now I'm in that transition of what's next in my life as a woman who no longer has the day-to-day obligations of parenting, of raising children. You coming from a situation of a 14-year marriage. And now
Hmm.
it's almost rebirth of who Melissa is, and getting in touch with Melissa. So you and I are going to use those tools that we've been incorporating in our own lives to help the women that are coming to this retreat find what's next for them. So
Hmm.
this incorporates art, this incorporates water, this incorporates the relationship with the animals, because it kind of brings you back down to the something that is less or more than
Hmm.
yourself, because we're
Yeah.
going to there's a bee, the honeybees on the property that we're staying in. So we might even get involved with nurturing and making some honey, just to kind of work with our hands and to take away fears that we might have, that something as simple as maybe a bee or a goat or water, because I don't swim.
I don't swim very well either.
you know
And
so
I
for
think it's
25.
great that we get to do this with other women too,
Yes.
because, we talk about, what's it going to be like when you're in your teens and what happens when you become a mother, but nobody talks to us about like what happens in the second part of our life, like after we raise the kids or after having that marriage or that long-term relationship. Now what? And I don't think that we get a lot of that. That's not, something that society talks about, and we don't typically have like a tribe of people that we can really connect with. And I think this is also giving that opportunity to be like, yeah, I am you, you are me, right? Like we're going through life together, and it's nice to be able to have that support of other people who are going through life too.
And the beauty is, I know prior to 2019, 2018, I was stuck in my own head about being there for my Black women, my Black
Mm-hmm.
sisters. And one of the reasons why I was able to connect with you so beautifully was because when we started sharing each other's work, it wasn't because you was my home girl, you was my colored sister from around the way, or I was your, friend that grew up with you in the neighborhood, or, wherever, I don't know why I did that with white folks. What did that mean? I don't know. But we do have we do have a disconnect between the races. And
Mm-hmm.
as strong as women are, and as strong as we proclaim women are, we still find ourselves divided in the culture of women. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a beautiful thing that my white sister from Rhode Island and Black girl from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, can get together and come to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A country that doesn't connect to either one of us, but does. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And in connecting to us, it also allows everyone within the United States right now to come without a passport. So you don't have that extra expense if you don't already have a passport to come to Puerto Rico March 31st through April 3rd, 2022 with us are we going to be in San Juan? No, not right. We're not going to be in San Juan.
No, I'm taking you down south.
Ah, all right, awesome. So
And
when
we're also going to be offering payment plans. So you don't have to put down everything at one time. And
right,
that's why you and I wanted to start this out so early so people would have time to be able to budget. And maybe in the
exactly.
holidays, instead of
But
buying you
is it
something, maybe
really a
like,
budget? Well, is it really a budget? Because we think 3,500 is a lot, but it really isn't. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So we don't want to create a budget or an installment plan where you ladies are paying over 5 and 6 payments. We're probably going to do something as simple as 3 payments, get
Yes.
your deposit in to hold your space, and then start looking for your flights because now
Mm-hmm.
you have your dates. So March 31st to April 3rd, your flight should not cost you any more than $250 no matter where you're coming from. So
Yeah.
ladies, whether it's DC, whether it's North Carolina, whether it's Rhode Island, whether it's Australia, whether it's New York, whether it's Jersey, whether it's Atlanta, whether it's come on, name some cities your people is in, Melissa.
California, Wisconsin.
Amen. Wisconsin, California. You ladies should not be paying any more than $250 for your round trip ticket to, are they coming into San Juan?
Yep.
So we're going to
Coming
come
into
into
San
San Juan,
Juan, we're
and then
picking you
our
up and then
car will pick us
taking
up
you
and
down.
take us to our villa. So yes, so we have 4 days, 3 nights. Will our food be taken care of?
It is. Yes. Yes.
Will you be catering to meat eaters and non-meat eaters?
Yes, absolutely. And gluten-free and non-gluten-free, depending on who joins us.
Will we be serving alcohol?
Maybe. We'll have
Girl,
to
yeah,
see.
ain't no baby. Ain't no maybe. No. We might have to get a mixology going on for those couple of nights. But
That might be fun.
yeah,
Ooh,
man.
I know a
Wait,
cute bartender that might be
oh,
able to help us
wait a
out.
minute. The one that shows his
Mm-mm. Yes.
So yes, so not only do we have full days of activities, but we also have full nights. We got game night, we got bonding night, we might take you guys out on the town and do a little shaky, but that's not what we're here for. So
Mm-hmm.
we are
Yes,
here
and we
for
also have a
healing.
fire pit too.
Oh yes, I
So that
forgot about the fire pit. Yes.
yes, yep, yeah. So the
And
fire pit looking out over the ocean.
we're going to incorporate art healing. So this is one of many information sessions that we will be giving along the way. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM Melissa or myself. We'll be free to answer your questions. And we are, after this live, we're going to be taking we'll send you guys the link to start putting in and securing your spots with your deposits. So let's make sure that we properly went over everything. We went over why we're doing this. We went over where we're doing this. We went over how much it's going to cost. Air flight not included, but start checking out flights now because your flight should not cost you any more than $250. Try Delta. Don't be cheap and do what's that
Spirit.
Spirit? Come on now. If you're gonna spend
I mean,
3,500,
some people say Spirit is their thing because they can get front seat row for $100 and it flies
all right, so
directly
I'm not
from
knocking
wherever.
Spirit then. Okay, y'all. However, again, you should not be caught paying any more than $250. And then with that flight, the cost of the retreat is $3,500 and everything will be taken care of within that 35. So we will have a link to Melissa's website. In the website, you'll get a full description of everything that's included in this retreat. You get told what not to do, what to bring, how to prepare, because we still have to
Yep.
probably be taking COVID measures sometime next year at the same time. We also talked about what it is and how we met. So I think that we covered everything, and we said that this first retreat is only for 11 women.
Yes.
11 spots are only, and really not even 11, because I already have like 3 spots already kind of taken care of. They just didn't put their money on it yet. So I'm gonna get on their asses this week. But
Yes.
so room is limited and
Hmm.
spaces are going quick, because this is an opportunity for us to expand, explore, rejuvenate, bond, heal, release, love, relax,
Yes.
and
Yes.
just be free and happy in your own space of whatever that is, because of what is happening next, or the next chapter in your life. We're going to help you navigate to that on that journey. And did I say that right?
I think so. I think so. And I think that we're talking about having like an online community before we go too, and then after, so that we can continue this creating of this bonding and the relationship. So we're not just showing up with 10 other people and like, who are you?
Right. So exactly. So Melissa, are you going to be putting together our
Yes.
Facebook group page
Yep.
so that the women can see our progress along the way?
Yes, yes. And then, I have to go and visit often just so I can take pictures for everybody.
Yes, because they're also in development stage. So
They
that would be
are.
actually great for us to as see as well. And
Hmm.
again, remember, ladies, this is one of 3 retreats that Melissa and I are putting together for 2022. So the men out there, don't fret. We got you covered. The couples out there, don't fret. We got you covered. General public, the he, she's, they, and them, we got you covered.
Yes, yes. Everybody.
Everybody, we got you covered. But this one, the very first one, is geared to those that feel and claim the body of a woman. Wait,
Hmm.
yeah.
Identify as women. Yep.
There we go. Those who identify as women.
Yes, yes.
And
I'm super
this is
excited
going to be
about
an
this.
open environment. There will be no judgment that will happen during these 3 nights, 4 days. This will be a judgment-free environment. So come with an open mind, come with the willingness to learn, come with wanting to share, and just, yeah, man,
And a
start
bathing suit.
looking
Come with
and
a bathing suit.
oh yes, and some bathing suits. And Tisha Gomez, if you come, don't do the one bathing suit for the whole 3 days. We're gonna be taking some photo ops. So, ladies, you need at least 3 bathing suits.
That is a good point. I wouldn't even think of that.
Because we will be taking photos. Yes, honey. You know I'm
Yes.
not going anywhere and not taking some pictures.
I'm going to ride a horse with just a bathing suit on.
Yes. All right, everyone. So in the information, like I said, we will send you the link from Melissa's website. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM her, Melissa, or myself. We are here to accommodate, and we are here to help you guys in the process of healing, releasing, and figuring out what that next chapter is going to be all about.
Yes.
Do
All
you
right.
have
It was
any
so nice to see you.
parting words for our people, for our ladies, for our folks
I
out there?
I can't wait to meet all of you. I'm so excited about this.
And we also will be adding our bio. Well, we have added our bios to the website, but we'll probably
Hmm.
update, give you guys some new pictures or whatever. But you can check out our expertise and how we have decided that we are the ones that you should be spending your money with, and coming to us and starting that healing process. So all the information about Melissa and myself and our expertise in this field, you'll be able to check out once again on the website. Book your dates now. It is March 31st to April 3rd, 2021. This is the first IAMYOU, the next chapter women's retreat in Puerto Rico.
Woo!
All right, my love. Thank you so much
All right.
for meeting me, loving me, growing with me, and doing the next evolvement, the next chapter of both of our lives that we can share with the other women in our lives.
That's right. Thank you so much. Mwah.
All right, guys, enjoy the rest of what today is, your Wednesday. Be safe out there no matter where you at. Don't forget to subscribe to both of our pages for updates. Subscribe not only to our YouTube channels, but also to the Facebook group that we're going to be creating so that you guys can stay updated with all the announcements that we will be making about this retreat. Everyone continue to be safe out there and know that the revolution has begun. It's the Get
Bye.
Pat. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Thank you, Melissa.
Bye. Mwah.
Mm.